Alright, pre-market video here on Monday, August 8th. I start off with the SPX daily chart. We're basically still in balance, still within this channel. We're still trying to resolve this balance area from back in June. We're basically waiting on CPI information, inflation data for Wednesday. So not much to see here. We're on balance. NDX, not as big of a balance area, but we're starting to balance in the last three candles. This consolidation over here, I mean, that's kind of where this is getting held up. Have to see how strong this is. But sort of in a balance too. So really waiting on Wednesday to see information. I don't see much happening, but and let's check out the other indicator that I like to look at, the 10-year yield. 10-year yield again broke the supports. It's been going nuts. Went up, went down, went up. Now we're inside Friday. What are we at right now? We're at like 2.8%. It's currently down 1.37%. So some bond buying happening. Keep a lookout on that. It's very important, especially with those crazy job numbers. Now let's real quick check out the futures volume overnight. Give me one sec here. So we got good volume in crude, good volume, okay volume in the Nasdaq and then the ES, about 78%, 72%. Big, decent, pretty decent ranges in the overnight sessions for them. We'll take a look at that. We're going to head over now to the market profile, volume profile chart that I like to look at in ES futures. Give me one second here. All right, we're looking at the futures. Definitely, let's get my tool up here. Definitely definitely imbalance. We can see that. I guess my tool ain't working right now. Definitely imbalance. We can see that, right? So what we can kind of recap what happened with the NFP, the non-farm payrolls number. We basically, here's this session right here. You can see it. My crosshairs are on it. We basically, that news came out. We drove down, created all these single prints. That's like the white boxes, right? That's emotional selling. That doesn't. It's not going to offer much resistance, right? So we came down. Market opened down here, and we basically just went straight up. Cleaned. It's called cleaning the singles prints here. Clean those singles, and we basically went up and down for the rest of the session, right? Staying within the value areas, which I always say are key. So yeah, basically within the value areas. So again, value area. We got value area high right here. Value area low here, and this is for just the last week. So price right now, we're actually gapping up in the overnight, or pre-market, whatever you want to call it. So our price is right here right now, so we're actually gapping up. So we're actually above value right now. Most traded price actually migrated to 41.55. So Very interesting. So that value's moving higher, which is bullish in the short term. And most traded price of the month is 41.20, which is in that key level I keep talking about. So, like I said, gapping up higher. I'll get into more of what I think will happen today. Take a quick look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, we have balance, also gapping higher in a supply zone. We got value area high here, value area low here. We're a little above value area high, right? Um, Most traded price is 13,285. So that's moved. That's migrated higher. Um, so basically balance again, right? We're gapping higher. You can see I'm not super excited about the gap up. Um, so let's move over to. Let's see what I want to go into next. Oh, we're gonna go into next into the 60-minute futures chart. So we're looking at the ES pre-market. Um, right now we're kind of going stronger higher. We just broke out of a supply zone here. Um, so this supply zone I had here, kind of breaking out of it. So that kind of invalidates the supply zone. So pretty strong move. We're trending higher on this trend line here. We haven't really broke this trend line. So let's see where we can go. It's really pushing higher now. Um, I just heard a large buy order come in one of my alerts, so that's why hence the push higher. Um, so, so like I said, most traded price of the year, or traded price of the last month. Uh, we are definitely trending higher, right? Just broke the supply zone. Um, uh, Not much to glean from this other than that which the market's strong in the pre-market and the overnight. We're gonna hit this next supply zone coming up here, so I'm actually gonna get rid of this. I don't even. This is invalid now. So actually, what I can do is probably draw a new demand zone here. Let's see here. You can see how I'm gonna draw this here. I go because we just made a move, so there should be a valid demand zone from here. Here it is. So I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit. And that's now a 2-hour demand zone. I like to set alerts so you can see how I just plotted a demand zone there. Call this demand 6. I like to set a repeatable alarm, and then I have audio that goes with it. So now that's demand, and you'll see now when I go back to the hourly chart where that lies now, that demand zone. Okay, now we're hitting a new supply zone here, so we'll see. Right, we'll definitely see. This is a little stronger than I thought would happen pre-market. Um, okay, so that's the ES, right? Let's look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq holding this trend line as well. We're in supply still. We didn't break supply, so a couple key overnight levels in that kind of like coral color here. All right. Um, key key resistance level here at 371.50. So not as strong as the ES right now. Um, So we'll see. We'll see here. We'll see what this looks like right here. Now to get a little zoomed in view of what I'm looking at, we're gonna go to the market profile zoomed in chart so I can kind of get granular here. Give me 1 second. One second here while I pull up my one tool's not acting correctly here. Okay, well I guess I'm not gonna have to use that. I'll use something else to see what I'm looking at here. All right, so in the ES, we broke a supply zone here that I just got rid of, so I can get rid of this now. We are gapping up, right? Which is fine. We just hit a supply zone up here. This is also a naked VPOC up here as well, which is probably why we're selling off right here. Right now is a demand zone and a naked VPOC, which is fine. Most trader price of the week, 41.55, right? That's going to be our level today, all right? So that's going to be the level right here, 41.55, okay? Also, most traded price of the overnight is 41.60, okay? Another important level is this level. That's the most traded price on Friday, okay? Where am I going with this? Okay, that means from the close, you got most traded price, okay, of last Friday, most traded price of the last 5 days at 41.55, okay, and then we got the most traded price of the overnight. So from here, the close, okay, and from the open of the overnight, okay, everyone's pretty much long. Everyone's pretty much long. Okay, this kind of sets up for a fade off the open. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to take that exactly. Okay, it kind of almost sets up for the short. So, I mean, what can we glean from that, right? So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. So what I see could possibly happen today is, let me maybe better demonstrate this with a better drawing tool here if I can do this here. Okay, let's see if I can draw here. All right, so we're here right now. Market's here. Okay, this is what I think could possibly happen today. I don't see us going higher. I don't see that. I don't see it at all. Could be wrong, right? I could be. This is what I see happening. Um, okay, we got value area high, value area low, most traded price, right? I already mentioned that we have longs here, we have longs from the overnight, and we have longs here, right? So with that, with what I just said, we could come down in the open and we could definitely see if we close the gap. All right, this would be closing the gap. From the gap close, how far do we fill it? Or if we fill it, right? If we fill it, come back out, a bunch of things can happen. Okay, but what I think, what's most likely is we open. Okay, we open. Now this is the most traded price of the last week, so I think we can kind of take out these overnights right there, the most traded price, and I think we come down here, bounce around a little bit, and I think we calm down to here, to the most traded price on Friday. Okay, and then one or two things are going to happen from here. Okay, so we're gonna come down, like I said, boom. One or two things: we either balance for the rest of the session, chop it up, or we take out the most traded price here from Friday and the overnight lows, and we head down here to 41.20, the most traded price of the year, most traded price of the last month. Okay, and then we just go to the other end of balance because I don't see us making a move before CPI. I really don't. This is what I'm expecting. Okay, so really quickly, what I definitely think could happen is make it more clean, come down, chop, fall, chop, come down here, here, land here, balance, and I think we go back up. Not to the highs. I think we balance. That's what I think that's going to happen. Could we fly higher? We could. I don't think that's likely. Not with the market information we're waiting for on Wednesday. I don't see it. I think we rotate today back. So basically, in the general sense, I think we just rotate back and then we chop. That's my feelings of what should happen. NASDAQ, I really don't have to draw something out either because I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, now, interesting. Look what happened. It came into my supply zone up here and my naked VPOC, which isn't really tested unless it's an RT session. Look, we're already selling off. People took profits already. So it's already starting to happen pre-market, what I just said. Pretty much as I was drawing that, you know. So the fade off the open is not going to be there, but I still think if we can get below 41.55, go back into this session, fill the gap. If we don't bounce from the gap and we start filling more, we should fall back down. All right. Hope that made sense for everybody. Try to make it as clear as possible. You're probably hearing my daughter's sick today, so you're probably hearing Barbie in the background. But hopefully, give me a like, give me any comments of what I can improve on. I'm new at this, so I really do this for myself. Currently, don't have any service, just doing it for myself. Been trading for 4+ years now. I've been doing market profile, volume profile for a while. Very confident in reading my TA. So good luck to everybody today.